Bonjour guys, it is me, Heather Harris, and today I'm going to be talking about Blanche Monnier. And a lot of you guys do not know about Blanche Monnier, and I am very happy to tell you about Blanche Monnier. And she was a French socialite, and her name is obviously French, so I do not know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And if you hear noises outside or things like that, I'm sorry, I don't have a soundproof studio. I will be having one eventually. So Blanche Monnier, and as I say, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly because she is French and I am not French, but I like to say Bonjour every time I start. So, the dreadful tale of Blanche Monnier. Blanche Monnier was born in France, and she was a socialite from a well-respected family. In 1876, when she was only 25 years old, she fell in love with an older lawyer who lived nearby and wanted to marry him. However, this decision made her mother unhappy, so she opposed her daughter's will. Madame Monnier argued that her daughter could not marry a penniless lawyer. Her terms, a penniless lawyer. I don't know if lawyer was a very good profession in that era or that time in France, but now lawyers make a lot of money, so I don't know. And used all her means to prevent such marriage. She tried to change Blanche's mind, to forbid her decision, to plot against her, but with no success. The young woman had no intention of fulfilling her mother's wishes. It seemed as if Blanche suddenly disappeared from the face of the earth, or at least left Paris. None of her friends knew where she was. Her mother and her brother mourned her and continued with their daily lives. Soon Blanche was forgotten. Years passed. The lawyer she loved passed away. That he died. I'm so sorry to hear about that, but everyone died who lived in that era. Now, because it was 1876. We are now in 2020, which is a tragic year, to say the least. It have a lot of bad things happening. So, now, the coronavirus going around, Naira Vera passing away, which is very sad. I was such a fan of Naira Vera. Every time I watched Glee, I wanted to be Santana. She was so funny, and it's very heartbreaking to hear that she passed away. So, rest in peace, Naira Vera. Anyway, back to the story. Soon Blanche was forgotten. Years passed. The lawyer she loved passed away, until one day in 1901. And can you believe 1901 is already 100 years? More than 100 years. Because 2001 would be the 100 years ago it was. And it's so weird to be saying the 20th century was that far away. So shocking. When Attorney General of Paris received a strange anonymous note saying, Monsieur, Attorney General, I have the honor to inform you of an exceptionally serious occurrence. I speak of a spinster who is locked up in Madame Monnier house, half-starved and living on a putrid litter for the past 25 years, in a word, in her own filth. Such claims were shocking for the police. It was a monstrous scenario, and no one could believe that Madame Monnier was capable of such things. She was a well-respected citizen in Paris, from an aristocratic family, awarded for her generous contribution to the cities by the Committee of Good Works. Officers were sent to inspect the house, and although they were denied entrance at first, they forced the door open and got inside. They searched the house and discovered a tiny, dark, foul-smelling room on the second floor, and when they pried open the window, there was Blanche Monnier. And from the thumbnail, you will see the picture of Blanche. That photo was actually taken when they discovered her. So that is how she looked when they discovered her. I'm it's so heartbreaking to see that a mother will lock up their child for 25 years. She's starved, she hair is long, she look emancipated. Oh, if I say that correctly. And it's so sad, like, why would a mother even do that to your own child just because she wants to marry somebody she's in love with? You, like, chain your child to a bed in a dark room? And it's just monstrous. That is the worst of mankind. And the description for the photo that was in the thumbnail is Mademoiselle Blanche Monnier, May the 23rd, 1901. A police commissioner forced open the door and discovered in a dark room with shutters locked a woman lying on the bed in the midst of filth. A grand creature with abundant black hair hiding in her nakedness. She was naked as well. And I wonder if they even bathed her. Like, oh my god. Not bathing for 20. I at least think they wipe her down. Or at least what was left at her, covered in food and feces, with bugs all around the bed and floor, was the 50-year-old Blanche. She was 50-year-old now. 25 and 25 is 50. 25 years of your life gone. Tied to a bed. That is heartbreaking. With bugs all around her. All around the bed and floor. And she was barely wearing 50 pounds. She didn't resemble a human. Malnourished, lacking sunlight, and cut off from social contact for 25 years, Blanche seemed like a scared animal when the officer took her out. Her mother was immediately arrested, but died in prison after only 15 days. Before her death, she confessed to the inhumane treatment of her daughter. She confessed to the inhumane treatment of her daughter. I hope, and she died 15 days later. I wish that they'd hang her. I don't think hanging was legal, but she need to be hanged. She need to be burned at the stake. Like, she's a straight up witch. Blanche didn't even look human. Oh my god, that is tragedy. That is tragic. So tragic. I am literally so sad. When I saw this story on my timeline, I was like, I have to talk about this because it is unbelievable. Police were stunned and disgusted. One commented, and I like to say that I mess up a lot when I talk. That's how I naturally talk. I literally have trouble talking, and I like hosting a podcast. Is that even for real? Police were astounded and disgusted. One commented, the unfortunate woman was lying completely naked on a rotten straw mattress. All around there was formed sort of crust made from excrement, fragment of meat, vegetables, fish, and rotten bread. The air was so unbreathable. The odor given off by the room was so rank. But it was impossible for us to stay any longer to proceed with the investigation. And after that, they probably take care of her, carry her to the hospital, stuff like that. They said that her Blanche brother, Marcel, was first sentenced to 15 months in prison, but later released as he never physically restricted his sister's movement. He even said that it was her choice not to move, not that she wasn't permitted to leave. While the real author of the note that saved Blanche was never found, some people believe that it was Marcel. People think it was her brother. He should have done that year after they locked you up, or even some days. In his mind, he would think that was wrong, and he waited 25 years. 25 years, that woman life. 25 years. I am 25 right now, and kind of like I'm scared because I'm almost going to be 30 in 5 years, and it's like very scary thought. But I can't imagine being 25 years locked up. That is the span of my life right now. As far as Blanche, she was admitted to a psychiatric hospital. She never returned to society, and she lived until 1913 and died at Sanitarium. She died in a sanitarium in Bullis. I try to say it with a French accent. So you guys, what do you think about Blanche? Don't you think it's the most tragic tale that you ever heard? I think it's so tragic, and I said that like I don't know how many times, too much times, but I just really feel sad and really connected to Blanche, because not being able to do what you want, being locked away in a house. I'm currently unemployed right now, and like I have no means of doing anything because it's so hard to get a job right now. And I feel for Blanche. I feel that I am being locked up in a room, and I'm 25 years old as well, and that is the whole span of my life. Imagine being locked up for 25 years. And I have been 25 years, you are alive for a long time, because my nieces and nephews are like 3 and 4 and they're now born. But it's so sad to hear about Blanche, and I am sorry. I literally read a story and I cried a little bit. I'm so sorry. But I hope you guys enjoy my podcast, my first podcast here on YouTube and Speaker and wherever podcast is available. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Heather Harris. You can follow me on YouTube at Heather Harris. And I hope to make more podcasts. I hope to have a growing audience where I do lots more stories like from the past, because I'm really into history. I'm really into revolutions, Che Guevara and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoy my podcast, and I hope to make a following and have people talking and bantering and have open discussions about stuff. I am open, like there are some opinions what are for me and they are not for others, and we can be on different sides. Once we argue without disregarding the person's feelings or using negativity towards that person, then you can tell me if I am wrong. You can tell me if I am wrong. I wouldn't mind that. Just don't be harsh in your way of presenting, or don't say horrible, mean things. Just say it in a good way. I do not mind being disagreed with. And I have lots of great topics, but Blanche, she really stuck up with me, being that she's 25 years entrapped and I'm 25 years unemployed and not working, and I'm feeling entrapped. And I hope you guys enjoy my podcast, and I said that already, but thank you for watching, and bye.